Leo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late February 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Leo collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Talk to me, my guides. What do we have for these beautiful Leos here in late February? We're getting very close to Pisces season. Might already be by the time you see this. Let's get it going. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Tarot of Sacred Kingdoms. It's a beautiful deck, just to see what might be in the shadows. So let's get it going. That's always intriguing to me. But let's get the first card out here. Let's rock and see what we got for Leo in late February. It's a changing of the seasons, my friends. There we go. Thank you. Beautiful. So at first glance, this is a really lovely energy of balance. So whether it's something you're striving for or something that could be coming in for you, this is one of my favorite oracle cards in this whole entire deck. Libra-like energy, and I'll explain it a little further. I'm sure it doesn't need a lot of explanation if you see the image there. But before we fully dive into it, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the February subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk a little bit about this card. Now, this oracle reminds me a lot of the Two of Pentacles in the tarot deck. You see this individual, he's standing there. It's like he's balancing the yin-yangs. There's literally a sign for Libra here. So for a big portion of you, or a portion, there might be a prominent Libra in your life that's being highlighted here with this card. Now, what do we normally think of with Libra energy? Sure, it could be karmic. It could represent things coming into a state of balance or trying to make things right. So it's a very harmonious energy. Libra energy strives for harmony most times. So when this shows up front and center, this could tell me that a beautiful time period could be coming in for a lot of Leos, or something could be coming into a state of balance for you. Now, life is never truly in a state of 100% balance, right? There's always going to be things that pop up. There's always going to be situations, but it's good to get as close as we can get, right? So there could be big improvements coming in for a lot of you, or you could just be of the mindset right now where it's like, okay, I don't care, I'm going to make something right, or just get it right. This is a really good harmonious energy, so I do like it. So regardless of what shows up within the reading, that's a good silver lining. Let's get into tarot though. And yeah, I always say the first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. Let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up here one time for the lovely Leos, please. While we get this deck shuffled up and ready to rock, let's talk about last week's reading, my friends. It was titled A Sudden Win, which I like, right? And I always say when surprises and things pop up in a reading, it's like, yeah, life is like that sometimes. But to me, it felt like something either escalating very quickly in a positive way for you, or something you didn't expect to elapse to finally come in. So it was a really good prosperous energy I was picking up last week. So remember, that energy could still bleed over to the coming days and weeks, which is really nice. But as you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to. So let's see what we have for you this week, my friends. What do we got for Leo, please? What do we got for the lions and lionesses out there? Okay, Queen of Cups. And I've been seeing this in the fire signs this week. There is a bit of an overabundance of emotional energy attached to all the fire signs so far. Get a couple more out though. Queen of Cups, powerful. Powerful. It's unassuming though. It's like a quiet strength. Let's get a couple more. Okay, deck is being very specific. And for those of you that are new here, I only read jumpers. Okay, we have Temperance. It could be a quiet period or a break period in regards to something for some of you as well. Whether it's needed or not, that's to be seen. We'll get into that further. Let's get one more. What do we got for the Leos, please? Lots of spiritual protection here as well. I love the Temperance card. And I'm a fire sign myself. Okay, so you're going to have a bonus, but surprise, surprise. We have the Two of Pentacles, just like we saw here in the very beginning, a beautiful, harmonious, striving energy. And as your bonus over here, we have that Knight of Pentacles chilling right there. So hopefully something's not too delayed or stuck in the muck for you. But let's go through, Leo. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into the juicy, intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, we have a bit of a mixed bag of things happening, right? There's a mixture of elements. There's a mixture of situations, not all looking too rough at the moment. We have water, we have fire, we have lots of earth grounding it down on the background. So there could be a lot of material, money-based things that are on your mind in this time, specifically later in the week. Watch out for that. But we're going to have to see what's up, because we have a possible person, we have another possible person, there's spirit, there's major arcana, strong, powerful themes here, possibly leading towards something really, really good and prosperous. But let's go through one by one and really start to build this out. Position number 1, the Queen of Cups. I was already speaking about her quiet strength a little bit. Now for a portion of you, this could represent a mother figure, could represent motherhood in general. It could just be a water sign that you're connected to. It's not gender specific. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And I see the Queen of Cups, I think of a nurturing, loving, creative type of energy. This is the energy of someone that you can talk to if you need to, right? Mostly positive. It could also represent love, deep emotional depth. So maybe something that you're feeling when we clarify it, or just powerful emotions that someone may have for you or that you may have for another person. I just love the nurturing feel. For some Leos out there, you might feel like you need to get pampered a little bit. Okay, I'm just getting that intuitively in this time. So if you feel like you need to get pampered, go get pampered, right? Self-love and self-care is very important. But she feels things deeply. Now, every card does have a positive and a challenge. A challenge of this Queen of Cups is that it could sometimes suppress feelings, suppress emotions, push it down, down, down. And that can tend to erupt or explode in one way or another. So we'll see what's up when we clarify it. It's mostly positive. Now, moving to the center, this is what I said. Yeah, there's possibly a break period or a slow period of some kind coming up, or that you might be experiencing, because we do have Temperance right in the center. Now, this represents the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. You might be linked to a Saggy here. Depicted on Temperance is the Archangel Michael, the Defender Archangel. So this is beautiful, one of the strongest energies in the deck. So Spirit could just be saying, Leo, listen, you're being watched over. You are protected. There's someone that has your back, even if you don't see it, even if you don't feel it. This is a huge mark of spiritual protection, very claimable energy. But some of the things we think of with Temperance is that it's very slow. This is patience. This is Spirit saying, hey, let something cool off, or, you know, get through this patch. It's just very relaxed, like no pressure type of energy. And as a fire sign myself, I know that we are very go, go, go. When we want something, we want it now. When we want results, we want to chase it and we want to achieve it. Temperance is the complete opposite. So you might be going through a slow time or a break of some sort. Not a bad thing. So it might be necessary. So we'll see what Temperance has to say. Sometimes in its roughest form, it could represent a stoppage of some sort, like something coming to a halt, or impatience. On the back end, we have the Two of Pentacles, right? We already spoke about it towards the very beginning. To me, this is Libra-like type of energy. It's also universal. Notice it has the infinity symbol on there. So when I see angels, when I see the infinity symbol, there's a lot of source energy moving towards Leo in this time. This is a huge card of balance and harmony, like we were already discussing. So for a lot of you, this could be some sort of win coming in. It could be some sort of victory. This could be something in regards to money getting better. So a financial situation, a work situation, finding some sort of balance. This is a really, really good type of card. Now, another thing I will say, it could be juggling sometimes, because this person's literally juggling. So you might just have a lot on your plate right now. You might be being affected by a lot of energies. You might be very busy, or just a lot on the mind. This could be a very juggly type of energy. So we'll see, especially when I was already getting energies of like, listen, take care of yourself, self-care. We have Temperance, now the juggling card. Hopefully you're not feeling a little too pressurized in this time, but it's harmonious. Now moving to the back end, we do have your bonus, the Knight of Pentacles. For some of you, you might be connected to an earth sign. Out of all the knights, they all represent movement and forward action. This is the slowest one. Okay, so it's like slow and steady wins the race, very detail-oriented. Sometimes it could represent a message coming in as well. But to me, the Knight of Pentacles is like, yeah, not quite yet. Let's go slow. Let's take it slow. So hopefully you're not experiencing delays, because that could partially be it. But I want to dive deeper, Leo. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for the Leos. Please, my guides. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Queen of Cups. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Leo, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Queen of Cups time. Why is that Queen of Cups in the mix? Thank you. Okay, Judgment in reverse. There's absolutely somebody suppressing something or suppressing emotion in a very, very powerful way. For a small portion of Leos, if this isn't you, it could be a person you're connected to where they're trying to keep something out of sight, out of mind. It's just giving me that intuitive vibe. It's like, I'm not thinking about it. I'm not focusing on it. I'm going to focus on something else. So there could be someone like really trying to keep themselves busy here or to not think, or they're trying to suppress something. We have Judgment in reverse. Maybe some of you have a tough decision on your hands. Maybe you're at a crossroads in life or with an individual where it's like, yeah, I don't know what to do here. Okay, for a small portion of you, that could really be it. But it's angelic as well. Notice, like we have Archangel Michael, now we have Archangel Gabriel. There's a lot of spiritual energy here, Leo, which is a good claimable thing. But Judgment is a card of transformation and action and movement in reverse. Yeah, this could also be a return of some sort. I've seen that for you in like a couple weeks ago, maybe, that there could be certain feelings returning or emotions returning where they flare up. So just keep that in mind. It's like we have a bit of an emotional battle here on the front end. So we'll talk about it more when we get to the recap. To me, once again, it's either a suppression of some sort. Maybe you're at a crossroads having a tough time with a decision. But at the same time, it's like there's just a lot of pushing down, like an emotional battle happening. Let's move over to Temperance. So if, yeah, this is somebody you're connected to. They might be struggling a little bit with something or emotions returning. Okay, old feelings, old emotions coming up to the surface. So you're protected though. That's a good thing, like with all the angelic energy. Let's move in on Temperance and see what that has to say. Why is Temperance in the mix here? Just going to keep this moving, my friends. There's Temperance here. I really want to get over to that Two of Pentacles too. Tower in reverse. Like, listen, I'm not going to make the same mistakes again. There could be something or someone you're avoiding possibly here when the Tower's in reverse. For some Leos in this time, you might be laying low or lower than you normally do, where it's like, yeah, no, I'm good over here. So for a portion of Leos, you might be in hermit mode in this time. Now, the Tower in reverse is still a tower. It could represent shock. It could represent the unexpected, the surprising. Kind of the same with Judgment. So the fact that they're both in reverse tells me two things. Either one, this is somebody going through a very important time of healing right now, possible recovery when we have Judgment in reverse, now the Tower in reverse underneath this. But there's also this avoidance where it's like, no, well, if I entertain this again, it's going to be a disaster, or I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. It's just giving me this energy. Like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. It's like giving me that vibe, which is really intriguing. So once again, that doesn't have to be your energy. There's absolutely somebody pulled back and laying low here. Could it have to do with an emotional battle? Sure. This is somebody wanting to make a move, wanting to take an action, but there's a suppression here. There's like this emotional battle. It could just be a past tower as well. I don't want to really overcomplicate the message. I feel like it's simple. And another thing I'm picking up here, Spirit could really be protecting you from someone or something. Okay, just take that if it hits with the Defender, all the angels around the tower. Spirit could be really watching your back here. So let's keep moving. Could really be helping you out, even if you don't notice it or see it. So let's go in on that Two of Pentacles. See what that has to say. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow. So why is the Two of Pentacles in the mix? Two of Cups, double twos, partnerships. Okay, something improving, something getting better here, which I do like. Now, out of all the twos in the tarot deck, these ones are the most harmonious. They're the best twos. This could be a very deep soul tie, soul connection that could be on your mind in this time underneath the Two of Pentacles. Once again, I feel like there could be a situation happening as well, like with the Two of Pentacles, this moving energy with the Two of Cups. It's like, yeah, there's a lot of energetic and emotional exchange happening in this connection. So this could be a high intensity connection of some sort, Leo. That's one thing I'm picking up. Now, the Two of Cups could represent any soul tie, any soul bond. It could be a family member. It could be a romantic thing. When I see it underneath the Two of Pentacles, it is getting better. So after a time of break or quiet or solitude, there could be big improvements in one connection in your life or another. That's a big thing I'm picking up here. And I do like this. And I don't like reading too much into energies like this, but there might be a certain reunion coming up for some of you as well, especially like with the old feelings popping up or an emotional battle. There could be some sort of reuniting or reunion for a small portion of you. So take that how whatever it's worth. Someone you may not have seen for quite a while. But let's go through and do a quick recap. I do like this. It's a win in the end. It's things calming down and getting better, specifically after some sort of avoidance or break. But let's go through, then we'll get into the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we do have the Queen of Cups with Judgment in reverse. Some of you might be at a crossroads, might be a little indecisive about someone or something. It could be big emotional suppression, and I do feel an emotional battle of some sort happening here, okay, where someone's fighting against their own emotions. Moving to the center, we do have Temperance with the Tower in reverse, still the energy of shock, unexpected, surprising. Someone trying to avoid all that. Some Leos might be in hermit mode, you might be laying low or healing from some sort of craziness that may have happened. So a lot of Leos could be in healing mode here with all this energy underneath, but I feel like Spirit's protecting you in a very big way from someone or something. If you are during a break or a rest period, this could be really good for you and the energy overall. And don't juggle too much in this time. Onto the back end, we have the Two of Pentacles with the Two of Cups in the upright. This does feel like a high intensity connection of some sort. For the most part, I see things improving. So if you've been having issues or emotional battles with somebody, this energy, this possible break period or stepping back is a good thing. Okay, like the quiet is doing well. So only take that however it hits. But for a big portion of you, there could be a nice harmonious energy between you and someone you have a very strong bond with. So please take a screenshot, look into it further if you want. Let's see what's in the shadows for you, Leo. What do we got in the shadows for my Leos, please? And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. A shadow card doesn't always have to be a challenge. Sometimes it's a good thing. So what's in the shadows for Leo? Oh yes, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love and appreciation for my channel members. Let's get it going. No pressure, my friends. What's in the shadows? What is in the shadows? Okay, the Moon, the mystery. So this is the type of card that I would expect to see in the shadows. So for a portion of you, water sign energy, kind of like we saw here in the beginning. The Moon could represent Pisces. I also link it to the Cancer Collective as well. This is a very subtle energy. Okay, so for some of you, this could represent a psychic link to somebody. You might be having really interesting dreams where Spirit could be trying to speak to you or send you messages. But I feel like for a lot of Leos, you're extra emotionally or intuitively sensitive in this time. Whether you're born with the gifts or not, you might be getting like little flashes of things, or the energy of those around you could be affecting you in a big way when the Moon is here. But it is a card of mystery. Okay, so for a small portion of you, this doesn't surprise me that it's a shadow card. You might be dealing with a mystery of some sort where there's unknowns or you don't have all the facts. But the good thing about this Moon card, it does tell me that you will. All right, you might not know it now, you might not see it now, but eventually you will. This Moon doesn't stay that way forever. Eventually the Sun comes up, which is one of your cards. So Leo, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. The February subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, please feel free to go over to my website, mastermetaphysics.com, to check out my digital calendar. But for the February subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of my go-to decks, and it is absolutely awesome. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the tarot suits, which one vibes with your energy the best. Is it the Wands, the Pentacles, Cups, or Swords? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of February, I'll announce winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.